When it comes to the way we structure our lives, in the way we either care for our families, balance our careers, or even choose the roles we aspire towards, we often assume that these choices are dictated by our own individual attitudes and beliefs. But as the world around us continues to change, and as our values and aspirations continue to shift, it can be important to gain some clarity on exactly why it is that we think and act the way we do. Investing in Women, an initiative of the Australian government, has conducted a study to understand the social norms, attitudes and perceptions around gender in 3 countries in Southeast Asia: Indonesia, Philippines and Vietnam. It contributes to a growing evidence base on gendered social norms so that the region as a whole might further benefit from a shared understanding of these ongoing generational shifts. As part of the initiative, YouGov conducted 2 periodic surveys on 6,000 urban millennials across the 3 countries, recording their insights on gender equality as it stands now, as it stood when they were growing up, and also what their aspirations are for the future and how that might affect both the family and professional dynamic. The study highlighted that our views on gender are influenced by what we saw growing up in our childhood home. Furthermore, what we see in both our social circles and the media also influences how we conduct ourselves. Importantly, rather than our individual thoughts shaping our actions, it is the natural fear of being criticized or ostracized that shapes our everyday decisions. What we see others doing inevitably shapes our perceptions about what we think society expects of us, and we conform to meet those expectations. However, our perceptions might not always remain so accurate. In all 3 countries, around 80% of respondents believed that women were still the primary caregivers for children in the household. In actuality, approximately only 50% of women reported this to be the case in their own homes. We are more equal than we think. The survey also showed signs that individuals who practice equality at home were more likely to be resilient to the stresses brought on by COVID. Equality at workplace, too, tends to influence personal attitudes of employees, demonstrating the interconnectedness of our life at home and at work. So by supplying both our partners and the broader community with further evidence and resources, Investing in Women hopes that many more will join the movement in support of demonstrating the progress in equality that is already happening and further help advance these positive shifts for the betterment of the entire community. For more information on how you can make a difference, visit investinginwomen.asia.